All right, y'all, good morning. Happy Thursday. We've got a lot to look at this morning. So far, I mean, we've got a lot of names moving. So if you have any small cap focus today, I don't know what to tell you. You've got so many large caps moving today because of earnings. So we banked on Roku last night, if you saw that, from, 64 to, what was it, 70? Yeah, so you need to be focusing on the names that are most active right now, and right now that just happens to be these large caps, big earnings week, and surprisingly a lot of beats. So we've got PLTR rocketing, we've got Shop rocketing, we've got PayPal rocketing, we've got Roku rocketing, we've got CVS up yesterday. I mean everything we're looking at today. So you've got to make sure that you're looking at the right things. You don't want to be looking at small caps on a day like today because large caps are presenting so much volatility and so much opportunity. You've got to take advantage of it. You know, it's not often that we get action like this, and you need to take advantage of it because, I mean, large caps are so much more liquid, they're so much more predictable, so much lesser risk. So I want to be watching these today primarily. We've already got PayPal planned on the pre-market watch list for an entry on the break of that 55.50, so we're going to be watching that one after open. I'm still watching Shop to see if it wants to curl back to new highs before the open as well. If it doesn't want to pre-market, I've got it so tight. You know, I think risk to reward in this current trade is like 6-1 or something. So I've got it real tight. If it doesn't want to go, then I can just always look back at it later after the open. But trying to build up some type of core position before open in case it does want to bottom here and curl back. But again, I'm not going to be looking at small caps today or too much. I might glance at it if something is moving, but I don't really see a need to today. When you've got so much volatility in large caps, it's almost a waste of your time to even look elsewhere. So, but yeah, we've got Shopify, we've got PayPal, Palantir, Pinterest, CVS, Roku. There's a lot of names moving. Got the market rallying up huge off of lows. FOMC was yesterday. That's out of the way. And rates were paused again. So I don't know. I mean, is this the bottom? Are we gonna grind up and then just shoot back lower? I mean, who knows? Short-term bottom. I mean, I'm not talking about a long-term bottom, but again, we'll see after the open how this goes. SPY kind of in a key spot here between this 425 and 428. Now, the ideal scenario here on Shopify is that it holds over like a 57 around 9 a.m. If it does that after the earnings call, then I'm more confident that this is going to go before the open. But like I mentioned, if it doesn't decide to go, I can always look back at it later after open. I've got it so tight. The first trade was break even from 57 to 56.90s. So if this doesn't want to go here, I'll just look at it again after open. I do like it a lot. You do have the range here, but again, keeping it tight because you never know with these earnings plays. They can flip around on you in an instant. So I'd rather keep it tight and take a re-entry later on more confirmation if we need to, but I'm risking VWAP here on this trade. I was looking at Palantir as well, but there's not a lot of range on Palantir up here. Too much going on over in the 18s. Got about 40 minutes until open. And I wasn't going to come on here till 9 o'clock this morning because small caps have been so slow in pre-market, but with all these earnings movers today, we've got to come on here and prepare for them, which the only one I really like right now is really just PayPal and Shop. We've already got Roku planned for on the watch list. We've already got Pinterest planned for. We've already got CVS planned for. All of those are on the nightly watch list, but PayPal is really the only one that I saw this morning new other than Shop that I found to be halfway decent. You've still got nice range on PayPal if it decides to go. And a lot of these I'd just like to maybe watch them after the open. here in pre-market. Man, like I said on Shopify, trying to get a little core position until the open, then I can maybe add after open, but we'll see. We did really, really well on Roku last night, though. If you guys were in here last night, let me pull that up. Why is it not letting me type? Let me shut off the scanner and pull it back up because it is not letting me click. Come on. Get it back up here. Okay. So last night we had Roku. Where is my... There we go. So we had Roku last night in after hours. From 64 to 70 bucks off the pullback after earnings. So these large caps have been awesome, and typically, of course, I don't trade the afternoon or after hours really too frequently at all, but I saw this last night. I mentioned it around 4 o'clock. I said, let's watch Roku and PayPal after close. And sure enough, Roku went nuts, so I watched that pullback. I took one little loss on it for like I think it was $1 loss, and then we had the re-entry there at 50 or 64. So we had it from 65.70 down to 64.30 for a loss, and then played it from 64 all the way up to 71. But that was a super fun trade last night. And we do want to watch that one again today. PayPal testing the 55.50. Keep an eye on that going into open. So I like to play Shopify, I like to play PayPal. Palantir, like I said, I don't see a way to play that. So we're just going to keep an eye on PayPal up over 55.50. You've got range on that to 57s, and next level was 58s and 60. 58.50 and 60. And PayPal is one of those names that have just been beat down so badly over the last year. I mean, you're talking a huge move to the downside from, gosh, I can't even scroll far enough back. From 310 bucks down to 50 now. All right, that's insane. That's insane. So PayPal is one of those names that it doesn't really take much of a beat to get this thing going because it's so beat down. So I want to watch it over 55.50 today. It's got range back to, again, like we mentioned, 57.30, 58.50, and then up through 60. It's got like 59.50, but then 60 right overhead. But again, PayPal's one of those where we're just going to be watching it really after the open. I don't think we'll watch it anytime before. I doubt it has enough volume over that 55.50 in pre-market. Might be a good idea to watch Tesla today too, off of the 211.30. Yeah, let's do that. Let's also watch Tesla today off the 211.30. You've got a range back on Tesla up into the upper 220s, mid to upper 220s. So I'll keep an eye on that today too after open. A lot of nice looking names today. A lot of volatility in these large caps, which we can definitely take advantage of. I think I'm most excited though for the lower ones to shop, the PayPal, you know. Still have ANET today too, the big one from yesterday morning. That one is opening up. It's 213 right now. I wouldn't play it below 215, but I might play it above 215. ANET. I'll watch it after the open again and see. We did really, really good on that one today. We played it from 202 to 209. Then we played it again in the afternoon for I think it was what like a 210 to 209 or something. It was a super tiny play for a little loss in the afternoon. It was like a little cent, but did really well on that in the morning yesterday from the nightly watch list. So I want to watch it again today. All-time high setup. If it does decide to continue higher, then we can watch that. But like I said, a lot of these are going to be after open. I don't think we're going to take anything else in pre-market this morning. Should be a good fun day though. Good fun Thursday. Lead us up into a good Friday. Monday and Tuesday. Well, Monday was a little bit choppy. Tuesday was easy. Wednesday was easy. So we'll see what today has in store. But right now it looks like a lot of opportunity today as long as it all plays out. So on PayPal, I want to see some strength above the 55.75 area. Then watch for pullbacks, risking 55.47, 55.50. But I mean, this is a perfect setup here on PayPal too. You've got a lot of range here on the daily up into that 57, 58, 59 area that we mentioned earlier. Max range to about 60 bucks. Yeah, my only concern today is SPY between this 425 and 428. Unless we clear over that, I don't see us making any new highs today. Got about 30 minutes until open, and again, our top watches right now: Roku, CVS, ANET, Tesla, PayPal, Palantir, Shop. It's a big earnings day, so we'll see which ones are strong after open. Look to play those. Just make sure you guys are keeping a good mindset today. I saw a lot of issues with mindset yesterday regarding trying to rush the process or focusing too much on the profits rather than the process. So I want to see you guys do a little bit better with that today and this week, well, this month as a whole. Because in a slow market, having that profit focus or that, rush the process focus, it screws you up. I mean, you're going to dig yourself a pretty massive hole in a short amount of time. Because you just sit here in a slow market getting chopped to death trying to find something that's not there. So it's a whole mess. It's a whole mess. So it's something we've got to get under control, nip it in the bud, or it gets uncontrollable and unmanageable. Shopify finding buyers back over VWAP here at 56.90. Yeah, vibing, I did. It was fun. It was fun last night. At least we've got a lot to watch today, though. We've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 setups. I don't see us really needing to watch anything else. These are the big 7 today. I don't think there was too many gappers in small cap land. Let me check real quick. I haven't even looked at small caps this morning. I haven't cared to. There hasn't been a reason for me to. But let me look briefly. But I also made this announcement last night. I don't care to watch any more small caps this week. There's not really a reason to with the amount of volatility we're getting in large cap names. And these small caps have just been getting crapped on. So super, super choppy, no follow through in small caps. So it's a good idea to just stick to what's being favored right now, and that is these large cap names. CLLS made a new high this morning, but I don't really care for it. It's not too bad over $3, but looking at the weekly here, you do have range to about 3.3, which it already, I think, tested this morning. Yeah, it did. Starbucks as well. I don't have this on my watch list, but I might want it on my watch list. Do we want to watch Starbucks today? Let's see. And Vibin, I think the way that it works is mainly comments. I know likes help, but we had a good bit of likes last night, but the comments definitely help more, I think. And 21 was in there last night. We've got range on this really just about 103.5 and then up through 105. So the main reason, or the main way I would watch this today would be off of a flush. And you can look to play it off of, let's see. I wouldn't play it under 97. You've got 99 and 97. I might keep an eye on, depending on where buyers end up finding it. 99 is that previous high, so we might watch it off 99. Seems like it makes the most sense. Let's do a 98.85 on Starbucks. Keep an eye on that. You've got range back to, like I said, 103, 105. Did you just spam comments? Yeah, just spam some stupid comments. That might help. That's what 21 was doing. Let's see. I want to watch Starbucks for a flush below $100. Max risk 98.85 with range back to 103, 105. And let me get all my names typed up that I'm going to be watching. We've got S-Bucks under 100 off of 98.85. This way it's at least on the stream. We've got Shop off VWAP with range to, oh, we'll have the range on the chart. We've also got PayPal over 55.50. Do we still want to watch Pinterest today? I don't. I think there's better opportunity today than Pinterest. I'll put it up on the list. I just want to look at it over 30. ANET over 215. And Roku over 68. Okay. Got about 22 minutes until open. We've got a fair number of things to be keeping an eye on. I'm curious if Shop wants to curl here. Sitting here hovering over VWAP. Oh, we've also got Tesla today. I almost forgot. I want to watch Tesla 2 over the 211.30. Definitely been helping for me to have that up on my screen so I can just look over and be like, oh yeah, we're watching that. So I'm not jumbled all around, getting all confused and distracted. Am I still in shop? Yes, I am still in shop. With my 57 entry. Looks like it's starting to get some movement here on shop, thankfully. And I didn't cut below risk on shop because there was no volume there on that little blip down. I think we had one little candle down below risk with no volume on it, no sellers. I'm going to use that as my hard stop now at 56.40. So if it does break this time, I will be out. $28, or no, not 20. No, we got 18 minutes till open. Gonna be a good morning though. Pretty stoked, a lot of opportunity. I'm really curious with SPY here that we're kind of opening up in a bad spot. Are we going to just knife out of open, or are we going to pop up over 428 and base over the 426? I don't know. I guess time will tell, but really, really interesting spot there on SPY. We're in a big old sell zone on the daily, so I don't know. $15 minutes to go. See if we can start to pull away here on shop so I can raise my stops. I'd like to open on shop around 59 bucks so I can at least take half out and let the rest go into open, but I don't know if we'll get that. That's over the PM high. Fingers crossed. I'd like to see some buyers take it up over the PM high. We're only about 90 cents away. Trying to break up through 57.30 here. I'm gonna sell a couple shares here at 57.28. Not even a quarter of my position, only about a sixth. Oh, 50, oh yeah, 57.30. Okay, thought I had a typo. New highs on shop. See if we can get this moving. Stops are at 56.50. And I want to open on this around like a 59 or so. Over the PM high. If we can open over the PM high, we're set up for some really nice action on this one today. And no, Willie, definitely follow the plan. I mean, I allowed it, I think, an extra 0.1%. No, yeah, don't try breaking your rules now, please. Here we go, raising stops on this now, 256.95. Here we go, 58's coming up now in shop, taking a little bit more out up here. Here we go, 58 squeezing, taking more out. Holy cow, guys, over the high of day now. Raising stops to 57.30. Let's go. Oh, goodness. What a move. Stops are at 57.30. I'll leave it a little bit loose, actually. It's just 57. We'll leave it at entry. Got about half left in this now. But I'll use my entry as my stop now. Just leave it a little bit of breathing room. Back to green on the day as well. The stops are at entry right now with a half left, a little bit more than a half left. See if this wants to continue higher over $59. If it doesn't want to, that's fine. It'll be a green trade. Again, I've got my stops at entry. But so far, 57 to 58. And I want 59, 60, 62. Bars coming back in under 58. Stops are at 57.15. I'd like to raise them up a little bit tighter here in a minute as we get closer to open, but trying to give it some breathing room because I don't want us to get sniped and then have this thing rally at the open. So I'd rather keep my stops right above entry. Just let this work. So I've got my stops above entry with about half left now. I want to see if this wants to continue higher. But at least back to green on the day now, thanks to old Shopify. See if we can curl back up over 58. About 8 minutes until open. Let's see if it's going to pull back to our entry and stop us on out. If it does, that's fine. I'll look at it again after the open, but I'd like for it to follow through up through 58 and 59. Got about 6 minutes left until the open. Did shop find the top for today? Pulling back kind of quick here. Finger on the trigger if I need to cut it at entry. Let's go ahead and see if it pulls back. $57.20s. That stop is at $57.15. Buyers coming back in at 57.3. Needed to hold. Otherwise, like I said, I'll cut if it legs back down. We have 5 minutes until open. Less than 4 minutes. Be very careful with the open. Don't go chasing any breakouts on these earnings plays. Give them time to set up for the day, then we can hop on whichever direction they decide to go. I'm thinking we're going to end up playing PayPal over 55.50. That should break. If it doesn't, we'll just leave it alone. But that's really my main watch it open. It's going to be PayPal and shop. I won't be watching shop though if we break back below that entry. I won't like it anymore today if we do. But stops are above entry. We've already scaled half up, over $1 a share. So if it hits entry, it is what it is. PayPal finding buyers here before the open. And my goal for today is just to find one of these slower grinders we can just ride up all morning like we did yesterday on ANET, like we did the morning before on Wolf. Those are my favorite types of trades. They're so easy, so stress-free. I'm going to go ahead and cut here on shop over entry. And I'll look to play it again if we do find buyers after the open. Roku looks like it's wanting to find buyers before they open as well. We want to watch Roku today. This was the big one that we caught last night, finding some pretty large buyers here before the open. I want to watch it off of 70 bucks. Less than a minute to go.